Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It is an initiative of the Government of India to celebrate and commemorate 75 years of independence. Let us remember the heroes that made it possible to observe Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. To achieve the independence we enjoy today, countless of Indians had to fight for it for years and make sacrifices. The Indian freedom struggle history from 1857 to 1947 in brief. The Indian Rebellion of 1857 in the form of Mutiny of Sipais. Mangal Pandey sparked the Indian Mutiny or India's first war of independence. This initiated a period when heightened Indian nationalism steered India towards independence. The Indian League was founded in 1875 by Sisir Kumar Ghosh with the goal of stimulating a sense of nationalism among the people and encouraging political education. The organization was associated with national leaders such as Anand Mohan Bose, Durga Mohan Das, Nabagopal Mitra, Surendranath Banerjee and others. The Indian National Congress, first convened in December 1885. By 1917, the group's extremist Home Rule Wing, which was formed by Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant, had begun to exert significant influence. Alan Octavian Hume was the founder of Indian National Congress. His criticism of Lord Lytton led to his removal from the Secretariat. Home Rule Movement was started by Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant in 1916. This movement was targeted at achieving self-rule without the interference of British government. Satyagraha Movement. In 1917, the first Satyagraha was launched in Champaran, Bihar, a peaceful strategy of protest in Satyagraha. It can also be thought as passive opposition. Rajendra Prasad and Anurag Narayan Sinha are the prominent leaders. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre is in response to an agitation in Amritsar. Brigadier General Reginald Dyer blocked the entrance and ordered troops to fire into an unarmed and unsuspecting crowd of some 15,000 men, women and children. A total of 1,651 rounds were fired, killing 1,499 and wounding 1,137 in the massacre. Dyer was forced to retire. Khilafat movement took place between 1919 and 1924. This time period saw the unification of Congress and Muslim League. Many political demonstrations took place with the joint effort of both these parties. Gandhiji and the Khilafat leaders promised to work and fight together for causes of Khilafat and Swaraj. First non-cooperation movement. The first Satyagraha Movement urged the use of khadi and Indian material as alternative to those shipped from Britain. It also urged people to boycott British educational institutions and law courts, resign from government employment, refuse to pay taxes, and forsake British titles and honors. However, Gandhiji called off the movement because he was scared after Chauri Chaura incident, which saw the death of 22 policemen at the hands of angry mob, that India would descend into anarchy. Chittagong armory raid. An attempt at raiding the armory of police and auxiliary forces took place on 18 April 1930. The raid was led by freedom fighter Surya Sen. Salt Satyagraha, Dandi March, 1930. The civil disobedience movement began with Gandhiji's well-known Dandi March. The Salt March, also known as Satyagraha and Dandi Satyagraha, was an act of non-violent civil disobedience with colonial India led by Mahatma Gandhi. The 24-day march was a direct action campaign of tax resistance and non-violent protest against British salt monopoly. Indian self-rule movement. After the Congress came to power in 7 out of 11 provinces of 1937 provincial elections, it was a strong message of the Indian people's support for complete self-rule. When Viceroy declared that India is an ally of British in Second World War, the entire Congress leadership resigned, as he had not consulted them for India to take part in Second World War. The self-rule movement gave rise to 3 other movements: Kakori Conspiracy, Azadi Hindu Movement led by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and the protest against Cripps Mission led by Lal Bahadur Shastri. The Second World War started in 1939. The British needed the Indian soldiers to fight their battles. In order to secure ties with India, the British government made the August offer in 1940. They promised a new constitution for India after the world would over. Gandhiji was not satisfied with this offer and hence started the individual Satyagraha. This situation put the British under immense pressure. Quit India movement. Launched in 1942, Gandhiji started this movement with the aim of forcing the Britishers to leave India. All the Indian freedom fighters announced a full-blown disobedience against the British government. Popular as Bharat Chodo Andolan, this movement forced the British rulers to think about leaving India. India attained independence on August 15, 1947. Please add some more freedom fighters to the above list. Dear friend, we are enjoying the fruits of independence. It is the time to remember the freedom fighters. Nation has forgotten their sacrifices. Their portraits were disappeared from homes and offices. No new statues are being erected in their memory. If you too share my concern, please pass on your thoughts to others. Thank you very much.